What's good?
It's Spit Tunnel.
Back.
We're here.
The Monster Mile. Rain delayed to Mondays.
Yeah, we did race on
Happened.
Monday. It rained on Sunday, and we raced on Monday. But it happened. We got a race in. I liked it. Dover looked good.
Dover was good. I love
Next
Dover,
gen
one of my
looked
favorite
good with
tracks on the
Dover.
schedule. Yeah.
Dover.
I had a good time watching the Dover race. Did y'all have a good time watching the Dover race?
I
Yeah,
had a good time. I had to watch it in my car, but I had my phone on with the race on, and I was not paying attention to the road, but I was watching
Sure
the
did
race.
enjoy watching it on Sunday. Yeah, I didn't come back.
hmm
I wasn't able to catch much of the race, like watching the actual racing, like live, but I did keep up with the results on the app, and I kind of watched everything play out as the day moved forward periodically. So, that's Monday racing.
Yeah, it
But
happens sometimes.
It was a good race from what I saw. Good battles up front.
It was.
Love me some Dover.
Lots of contenders.
cool.
We'll talk about that later in the show. Lots of guys showed speed. I was impressed with.
Yeah, it was mostly a typical like Dover track position fest. If you were up front, you had a big advantage over everybody else by virtue of being up front.
Mm-hmm.
But that made some interesting strategy calls later in the race. There was some fun leaders that popped up every once in a while because they're like, let's chance tires or something like that.
So, with that being said, our race winner, another new winner for the season, the 9 car, Chase Elliott gets his first win of the season on an oval. I don't think we thought he would win on a road course first, going off his track record, but he wins on an oval here at Dover. I think that's his second Dover win of his career.
Yes, it is.
Anybody have anything to add? I mean, I like to watch the 9 car come up short in heartbreaking ways because the internet loses their mind, and it's fun to watch. But for a change of pace, oddly enough, I was happy to see them win. Oddly enough,
yeah, it was a good one.
It was good. I was happy with the 19. I was like, good. Y'all have been running too good to not get something to your name.
Yeah.
And it was on an
good
oval,
quality win,
which was nice. Yeah, good quality win. No craziness in the end. He just led, brought it home.
Didn't lead the most laps. Didn't Kyle Busch did that, I think.
Mm-hmm. But he took the lead later stage of the race and just made it his own and walked away with it.
Good win.
First talking point.
This makes the heart grow stronger, or whatever the fuck the saying is.
Yeah. Let's talk about the guy
it's
that
been a little bit,
now.
so I don't really care to see him. I do like to see Chase Elliott lose because it makes Adrian upset.
True.
I don't care that much.
Yeah,
I don't like watching Hendrick Travis win.
William Byron.
That's how you know he cares too much.
Sad.
It's when he says, "I don't really care that much."
But anyway, how about the guy that finished second?
Steves.
The guy that finished second, Mr. Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Yeah, that was a big one for the JTG 47 car. Like, dang.
They didn't, kind of like meander around and found themselves in second either. They just went up there and stayed in second. That was like very impressive from them. Good, really good run for them.
All day. They were great.
But, just for a smaller team like they are, they downsized. They went up to 2 cars. Now they're downsized back to 1 car. I think that was the right move.
Yeah.
For their operation, just to start running better, just focus on 1 car, put all your eggs in one basket, and go out there and do the best you can with Stenhouse. And I think they've shown that so far this year. And this just further proved it. They had a good run on a track that wasn't a wild card track. It was a this is a driver's track. This is an equipment track. This is a hard track. This is a track that you would expect Gibbs and Hendrick, and that's kind of your front runners, and everybody else go fight for 10th.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. Your top teams should always win here, and but to see that 47 car run on speed up front like that, and then bring it home in second, hats off to Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Yeah, awesome job from those. Did a hell of a job getting up front.
And then that goes beyond them too. I mean, we saw Colleague Racing run up front in the middle of the day, which was
there
hilarious,
was one restart where
they got
EJ
they led the field on the restart one time with the 2 of them. But their full-time car ran up front, and that's Haley in his rookie season in Cup. So that was really good to see. Other notables that I remember seeing up towards the front were, yet again, we've mentioned this before on the show multiple times, every single week it seems like, Eric Jones, again, up in the front.
Ross Chastain,
again, running up front. I'll pull up the results real quick to give you a better...
Chris Buescher.
Yeah, Chris Buescher, that's a big one. He took the pole, got the pole. That was really good to see, and then he backed it up with a top 10 to finish 8th place. So, got to give some love to Chris Buescher.
Yeah, we talked about Collie. Good day for Collie. Good day off the track for Collie too. They announced, I think, I guess an expansion. I don't know of, or like that sponsorship they had with that custom company. So just good, solid weekend for them in general. On the track and off it.
But yeah, just those names that we've mentioned. Ricky Stenhouse 2nd, Ross Chastain 3rd, Chris Buescher 8th, Eric Jones 10th, Justin Haley 11th. Like that's great runs for those cars.
Yeah, that's really, really great. Michael McDowell.
Other guys that ran towards the front, Michael McDowell was hinting at a top 10 there and then fell off a little bit late. But in that range, he finished 17th. Bubba Wallace finished right in front of him at 16th. A big two here that it's like, they've been needing this. Suarez and Custer running 14th and 15th. That's good to see for them. Other than that,
Ryan Preece. It's another one I really think should come up too.
Yeah, he put up a hell of a run in qualifying. He qualified 13th, driving the Rick Ware number 15 car in his first start of the season. Unfortunately, they didn't have that in the race, but they still finished 25th, which is still a good run, I'd say, for that car. Mm-hmm. Other than that, flipping through the list here, we'll get to Penske in a minute. Another one that's fun to talk about, though, I gotta say, Denny Hamlin. He finished 21st somehow.
I would say he's our sad face.
If we had stuff on the screen, Denny Hamlin, far and away, the sad face, biggest loser. Because, I mean, just everything.
All things considered, though, not a horrible finish.
That's what I'm saying. He still managed to finish 21st.
I think Denny was the best car of the day.
Yeah,
consistently the fastest.
But I mean, how many other issues could they have run into besides a DNF?
Like, I don't know. So many things just came up and hit them.
It all, like you said, it all started with that cake.
Yeah, really. They dropped the cake.
They dropped the cake next to his car.
Mikey cursed them, dude.
And then from then on, it was just that was it. It was cursed because from that point on, we saw what was the first thing that happened? Was it the contact? No, that was later.
They lost the wheel coming off pit road.
Yeah, they lost a wheel off pit road. Then they got hit.
And they started charging back. They made a big run back up to like 4th, and then Cody Ware wrecks, and then
they got in a wreck.
Destroys the left side of Denny's car.
Yeah, they got a pit, fix the whole car, go back out there, claw from the back again, 21st.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, he did that with suspension damage.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The car was not exactly in any good shape whatsoever anymore, but they still managed to...
It was crazy that they got that good of a run out of it.
Squeeze out a 21st. So anyway, those are the notable finishers I saw. Anything else y'all have? I need somebody to break down the whole Chastain Truex thing. I missed all of that, but we'll get to
that. What happened with that?
Yeah, here. Go ahead. Let's just do that now. Let's go for it.
So,
Ross Chastain.
Let me come on. Last lap, right? Ross Chastain and Martin Truex kind of going at it all day. Like, they've been going back and forth, about 3rd, 4th all day. And Chastain's on the bottom of turn 2, Truex on the top. Come off the corner, Truex is a bit of a run. Chastain comes up a little bit, block, and then Martin loses. He gets all the air taken off the car, just spins out. It's like, man, you really didn't have to shut the door on him like that. Like that kind of sucked.
I don't think he would have even had enough of a run to pass him anyway.
Hung for his crimes.
I don't even think he would have had enough of a run to pass him anyway, honestly.
No, he wouldn't, and that's why I'm so confused as to why he shut the door on him like that. The bottom was the preferred lane. Chastain was better underneath there. He could have just held on and taken the 3rd place anyway. I don't understand why he had to do that.
Very, very stupid decision.
It was a dumb decision. I mean, it's Ross Chastain. He's done a lot of aggressive things. Hopefully, he can work a lot of those out because I feel like that'll be doing it. Like, I feel like his aggression is going to bite him at some point.
The last thing he needs is enemies, definitely.
Yeah, Martin Truex might have been a little bit of a freebie. He's not very much of a confrontational guy. But if he did that to someone like Denny Hamlin, then
Oh boy,
that would be
no.
bad.
Wouldn't it be bad for him in like press terms? I mean, everybody would be calling him a hero right now.
Yeah, but on the track, that would be terrible.
Denny would take his fucking head off.
Yeah. Like, I just think that he's a little bit lucky that the person it ended up being was Martin Truex Jr. because he's not very confrontational. He doesn't fight back very often. So, I think Ross just needs to watch himself a little bit because that could have been a lot worse than it was.
Give him a stern talking to on pit road. That's about it.
Yeah, no, they talk. That's what you expect out of Martin. They do the class act. But
for a lot of guys, where that could have caused a much bigger shitstorm.
Yeah, much bigger.
Depending on the guy, I mean, it could have been a hurricane, it could have been just a thunderstorm, but it would have been a fucking bad one.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it sounds like we just had a little Ross Chastain racing incident, quote unquote. At the end
racing
of this race.
incident.
Yeah, a racing incident, quote unquote.
A Ross Chastain moment, if you will, on the race.
Yeah,
Late
we're
in
finally
the
starting
going.
to get those in Cup now, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you know.
It took a bit.
All right. Well, life goes on, I guess. No harm, no foul. Well, I guess there is some harm. Truex lost a lot of spots there, but
He lost the top 5.
He didn't even finish top 10.
No, you missed out on that too. It's gonna be his first top 5 this season, I think.
Really?
Too.
No way.
I think it was.
You telling me Truex hasn't top 5 yet this year?
Pretty sure.
Him and Chase Elliott,
No, he has
very
2
similar
top 5.
boat.
Yeah, Richmond. That other. I forgot what it was. I don't know why I forgot Richmond though, especially.
Yeah, but is that the only one?
No, there's 2. There's 2 races. He's got 5 top 10s, top 5s.
Yeah, I'm looking.
It
at
was
right now.
Richmond and Talladega.
Talladega.
So, yeah, okay. Not even Vegas.
Which is weird for Martin Truex.
Yeah, Talladega of all places.
Like Richmond, you see that one. Truex has never been a good at Talladega though.
And at Talladega.
Yeah.
I want those graphics back. I really want those graphics
Dude,
back.
the Ryan Blaney bad at Richmond graphic is hilarious.
Bad at Richmond.
Dude, I miss it.
So what do we got? We got anything else you want to talk about?
From Dover itself?
Yeah, man.
I got the prediction right this week, and nobody else did. I have 2 now, which means I'm winning outright.
Yeah.
Chris, you only have 1, and the other 2 bozos got 0.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am winning.
I'm waiting. I'm biding my time.
Bristol Knight.
I will continue to win until the season.
Darlington's going to be
I am winning the Spin Tunnel Prediction Championship.
You're not.
Yeah, speaking of Darlington, we got some cool throwbacks.
Yeah, we are going to Darlington. I'm so excited for Darlington.
I love this track.
Just to see how these cars race on Darlington is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And it's a day race, isn't it?
Is it?
Don't they race in the daytime on this one?
I think
they
this
did last year, right?
Yeah, it's the day race.
The night one is the playoff one. Used to be the throwback one too, but
Mm-hmm.
then
There
they
was
made this
only one
throwback
race.
one.
Now they're back to 2 days.
That was 2 races.
Thank God.
Awesome.
My favorite track on the schedule, personally.
Really?
Very excited for this week. Yeah, I love Darlington.
I mean, Darlington's cool, but it's not that cool to me.
It's up there for me. I mean, my favorite's Bristol. You can never beat Bristol.
Yeah, my
Like
favorite's
Daytona.
Darlington. My second favorite's Martinsville. My third favorite is Bristol. My fourth favorite's Dover. And then
Man's
can't
got
really pick
Dover
my
ahead of
favorite.
Daytona and Talladega. Crazy.
I have Talladega 5, probably.
I mean,
Daytona 6.
It's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Vita, what's your favorite track? Texas?
Daytona.
Awesome.
Daytona's pretty cool. I think it's a neat. I think it's cool for the fact of it's like a legitimate sporting venue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a purpose-built stadium for NASCAR.
I mean, Bristol.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where it's like
I guess.
it's the Superdome or whatever what's the new big fuck off stadium? The hockey puck in Vegas or whatever.
Allegiant.
The Allegiant Stadium. It's that for NASCAR. I think it's a cool place.
Anyway,
still Atlanta. Atlanta's 0.
True.
First track on the schedule.
Y'all been seeing some of these throwbacks so far?
Some of them are great.
Yeah, on and
I
off.
love.
I think you would enjoy the Trackhouse throwbacks, and they're pretty cool.
I didn't take a look at them.
To Dale Jr. and Senior Coca-Cola cars.
Take a look at them.
Japan.
Yeah, go take a look at them. They're really nice. We got the DEI #1 font back, by the way, for Ross Chastain's car. Awesome.
NASCAR.com.
Yeah, I wonder how they got that one through.
Yeah. Time orders, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is badass.
DEI 1 car and then 99 look to it. It's cool.
And they're in the proper fonts too, which are
that's what I was
numbers,
yeah, that's what Chris
cool.
was just saying.
That's what I was saying.
The
right
fonts
font.
are correct.
Which is cool. That's like
I saw a throwback today, and it's Xfinity, so it didn't get as much light. And I think it was Tommy Joe Martin, so it's this is a middle to the mid rear, or mid pack Xfinity team. So, but his sponsor is Insurance King.
And they did the
and
Burger King.
They took the running an old the gold Burger King car, and they took the Burger King logo, and instead of it saying burger, it says Insurance King. It looks just like the Burger King logo. Like I thought it was Burger King sponsorship. So shout out to Insurance King for completely throwing away any brand identity they ever had for the sake of NASCAR Throwback Weekend.
It is cool.
Was sponsored, badass.
Yeah, they did that. They did that last year too. I can't remember if it was on the same car or not, but I remember they did that.
I'm sure it was one of the various Burger King cars that have run over the years.
Big fan of the Mark Martin throwback for this year.
Which one?
Like 3.
The fucking. No, it's the fucking Bowman one.
48 car? Yeah.
Is it the? Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we have not seen a Mark Martin throwback to one of my favorite schemes of all time is the Mark Martin 2009 scheme. I'd love to see somebody throw back to that one.
Well,
you see, the Mark Martin 1992 Valvoline car will forever be the coolest race car ever made.
Well, Adrian, that wasn't even a Mark Martin. That was just that Hendrick.
The 5. Yeah.
Like, you could say that was a Kyle Busch, and it would work,
Yeah. It's just the 2009 version of the scheme looks cool, the coolest in my opinion.
Same.
They have it has more yellow on it. I noticed because I was looking at the old ones.
Yeah, I don't know. It's throwbacks. We've had throwbacks for a long time now, so
yeah,
I don't get as excited. I don't get as excited as I used to, but they're still cool. I think my favorite one. Well, I don't know. I'd have to go look through them all again. But the one that comes to my mind that I like the most is not even running in Cup. It's the Bobby Labonte Xfinity car.
Yes, the Bobby Labonte
54 is running it.
I like that one a lot.
It's Ty Gibbs, right? Is he running it? Is Ty Gibbs running it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's the sharp edge lightning bolt looking interstate battery car. The red and green. I just love those colors. I just love interstate battery cars. They always look so good, and they've been with Gibbs since the beginning, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
So,
you guys remember when there was talk of there not being a throwback weekend this year?
Yeah.
It was weird. That was stupid.
I'm happy that we're getting them, and I'm happy that they look good.
Yeah, they don't look bad. They look. I mean, they probably could look more accurate if they let them move the numbers back. But honestly, they're making them work just fine.
You still have the condition of the car,
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anybody's going to look at that Matt Kenseth scheme that we got for Chris Buescher and think, what scheme is that? I don't know what that is because the number's forward.
Or like the 24 car, you know what I mean?
I was about to say, the fucking Gordon
they just
throwback.
moved the number forward. I don't even mind the numbers forward. I was like, oh, that's so weird when they first showed him off, and now I'm like, I couldn't see it without him.
Again, they
like
chose the worst car to show it off on.
Well, they didn't choose that.
They didn't choose that. It just so happened to be the first one that got.
That was just an awful decision.
Yeah, the team just released it, which is great because that got all the PR on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good marketing move, 23XO. I see what y'all are doing over there. Do people call them 23XR or 2311? I call them 2311, and then I think about it when I'm going to say it, and then I end up saying XI.
I always say 11. I always say 11.
Yeah, like when I'm just talking about 2311, you know what I mean? Like it just rolls the tongue. But then, like the moment I thought about it just now, I said XI, and it sounded really weird.
Yeah, I don't like saying 2311 is cooler.
It's that's a funny little team name.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
What is going on in NASCAR news?
LW Wright.
Yeah.
He made the news cycle again.
He made the news cycle. He actually showed up. First time in 40 years.
Crazy.
The con man of NASCAR.
Alive. He's alive, not for long though. He's in declining health, which is why he decided to come forward.
Good.
Yeah, he
fucking dies.
Conned people out of a lot of money.
It wasn't that much money.
It was like 30 grand.
In the 80s, so like 60K.
It's a lot of money though.
Yeah.
Enough to fund one cup race at Talladega.
Yeah. But they got pulled off the track.
It's about $89,000 in today's money.
All right.
A lot of
so just so he could get
kind of wish he never came out, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I think
it ruins it.
A mythical figure. You know, it's cool.
Yeah.
He's just
he said
it's like the Zodiac Killer, but like everybody was like, "Oh, he's just this guy." All right.
Yeah. Gary Post.
It was lamer because they found out
he just didn't know how to spell.
Yeah.
The whole time, one of his friends was like calling him the Zodiac Killer on Facebook.
Yeah, on Facebook, he's like hanging out with Gary. Hashtag Zodiac. We all call him Zodiac.
A good friend Zodiac. He's killed a lot of people.
He's like, we're hanging out with Gary. Hashtag hanging out with Zodiac. It's like nobody cared to notice that.
Hashtag Zodiac. Hashtag Killer. Hashtag 57 people.
The greatest detectives of the modern era.
That's where the 57 and Heinz 57 comes from.
Yeah.
Do you know that? It's a fun fact.
Crazy.
It's the ketchup. It's the blood of his victims.
Yeah, man.
And he sold a lot of it. That's the whole reason he did it. He had a noble cause. He didn't kill those people because he was a psycho. He killed them all because he had to make ketchup.
Yeah. Bring it to the masses.
I've got to make this ketchup. I have to make this ketchup.
Secret ingredient. Human organs. You wouldn't have the right consistency without it. Your meatloaf just wouldn't taste the same.
Heinz 57 and French fried potatoes. A kosher pickle and a cold draft beer. Good God Almighty. Which way do I steer?
Everybody at Heinz, give us a call. We are open for sponsorship on the show.
Yeah, Heinz, your product's made of blood.
We should take a caller.
We should.
Do we have a caller?
Do we have any callers on the line?
Let's find out.
We don't. We don't have any callers on the line.
Don't.
One of these days, we should take a caller. Does anybody want? If anybody ever wants to call in to Spin Tunnel, let us know. We'll
bully you.
We'll be willing to maybe have you on the show.
We'll patch you in theoretically.
Yeah, we'll pencil you in. Don't worry about it. We'll put you in our waiting room, and we won't come get you. It's like going to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Sign in on the clipboard. Might as well leave because we ain't coming out.
If you come onto our show, we will make you feel bad, and we will hurt your feelings.
Wow.
You step into our green room that we got backstage. The first thing you hear is the door lock, and then a man comes on the TV, and he says, "Jonathan, the room's going to fill with gas if you don't inject yourself with heroin."
Step into a
Yep.
Slim Jim.
Real. How do you think that's the hazing to get on the show full time?
This is the announcement of our collaboration with the Jigsaw series.
Oh, okay.
We will be collaborative. We will be in the new film.
Like, welcome to the Spin Tunnel studio. As you can see, your balls have been covered in milk and breadcrumbs. Before you lies a KFC deep fryer.
Oh no! The fuck?
I got a question. Anybody out there listens to this show? If you watch Darlington next weekend and come back and write a comment on this video as a question, we'll answer it on the show.
Yeah. Be awesome.
Watch Darlington. Give us a question about Darlington in this video's comment section. And we'll answer it on the show.
That's the stupid one. The stupid question. We're gonna make fun of you. We're gonna read out your username.
Yeah.
We're gonna read out when you commented
IP
it.
address.
Doesn't even have to be related to NASCAR either. You could ask us what like our favorite fucking condiment is on.
Ask
nuggets.
Adrian what his favorite condiment is, and he'll answer it on next week's show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ask the question for all four of us. That's what you should do.
No, only
If they're stupid,
only I
we'll make
get to
fun of
answer.
you.
If they ask for me,
I
only
think we
get
should
to
get
answer.
some interaction with all of our awesome loyal fans out there. I think there's like 3, maybe 6, 4.
Should also play this video over and over and over again, and
leave
you
it
should have a
on and
tab
just
where
let
this
it
video's
run
always
over
playing.
and over and over. We're finna farm some views here. We really don't
Can't
have a
say
lot
that.
to
We
talk
can't say
about
that.
this
Don't
week.
do that.
Yeah, no.
Just a very
Yeah, we
average,
did not
but still
encourage
pretty
any of
damn
that
good race.
activity. Do not condone the actions that we have played before you. We were only kidding.
Spin Tunnel does not condone Jigsaw.
I do condone violence. I don't. Do
Or
I?
does he? We don't know.
The world will never know.
Wow.
What else is going on in the world?
Oh no, man.
I mean, that was kind of... I really don't have much more to talk about when it comes to Dover. Or Darlington.
What to say?
Or NASCAR for this week.
There's not a lot going on. There's no big news. We're kind of in that like middle part of May where we like wait around until the All-Star. That's something we can talk about.
The vote is
Y'all
open.
see them pit stops?
Yes.
What? There's
Oh
a
my
pit stop
God.
competition to determine the pole sitter. I think that's really funny. It's a bracket, like
God.
elimination racing, like elimination style bracket between pit crews to determine who will. It's like you'll like go through the bracket to determine the starting order. And I think that's really funny.
It is funny. Vote yet in the All-Star vote? Because I did.
Oh yeah, who's Spin Tunnel? We need to endorse a candidate.
We are condoning officially Chris Buescher. Vote for Chris Buescher.
Everybody vote for Chris Buescher for the All-Star race.
Corey LaJoy.
Shut up!
Oh, shut
We're
up.
voting for
Chris
Chris
Buescher.
Buescher.
Fuck you!
This is Chris Buescher only.
Corey LaJoy stacking pennies.
If you vote for Corey LaJoy and you view this show, we will find out who you are. I will not elaborate on this statement any further. I will just let you know ahead of time.
Spire Motorsports
Now,
Chris
shop
Buescher
is
is
the
Chris
same
Buescher
shop.
is going to win the All-Star vote because of all of the loyal Spin Tunnel voters out there.
All-Star.
And then he will win the All-Star race and then win the Coke 600.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, speaking of predicting a winner, who do we have for Darlington, Adrian?
Oh yeah, okay.
That'd be fun to talk about.
I had Kyle Larson going back to back, but he did not win at Dover. But I have Kyle Larson winning Darlington.
Yeah.
Brandon, you have Martin Truex Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Chris has Kevin Harvick. Fun fact: Chris also has Kevin Harvick next week at Kansas, and Vito has Denny Hamlin.
Okay, good.
All
We got a
solid
nice
picks.
spread.
Good picks too.
Good picks across the
Well,
board. I don't know,
likely,
Chris.
I
Your
think.
pick sucks.
Wow.
It's old and washed and stupid.
Kill yourself.
He'll win eventually. He will win again.
Senile. Sleepy
Kevin
Harvick's not
Harvick.
going to make it for
Sleepy
the season.
Harvick.
Sleepy Harvick.
Sleepy Harvick.
I know how to split an atom in half. Did you guys know that?
Nobody cares.
You,
Vito just
I
dropped the
didn't
greatest
ask.
nickname of 2022.
Yeah, Sleepy Harvick.
Sleepy Harvick.
Just gonna fall asleep at the wheel like Jimmy Johnson and wake up tumbling through the air, also like Jimmy Johnson did in his little trophy truck. Except Kevin Harvick, it'll be his fault that 13
I've
cars
got
are
a nickname
collected.
for Adrian, but I can't say it on Twitch.
Wow.
Or
Yeah.
YouTube.
N-word, we have a racist.
No, not that.
That one. It's a different one. Say it on the internet, however.
NASCAR.
Cool. I like NASCAR.
I like NASCAR too. You know what I also like? Ham. I
Wow,
like ham.
that's cool, man.
All right, everybody. Adrian likes ham.
Hey, what do you call a broken
Adrian also has a
dishwasher?
birthday coming up, so everybody mail Adrian full-size hams for his birthday.
That's true.
He
Yeah.
wants
It is
lots
my
and lots of
birthday
ham.
Yeah, give me.
very soon.
He has a birthday coming up, everybody. Get him some ham. Get the man his ham. He's a hungry boy.
Hey, I got one for you. What do you call a broken dishwasher?
Woman with her hands hurt. I don't know.
Oh, we got
No.
a misogynist. We got a misogynist.
We got a misogynist at the table. Boo! Everybody boo him. Boo this man.
Boo, Adrian Cooper.
Boo.
Call it broken, retard.
Yeah. Hey, Adrian, I got
Wow.
one.
What?
What do you call a broken washing machine?
Unable to function. Broken.
Adrian, you suck at this game.
He does
It's
suck.
broken. It's a broken washing machine.
See, watch this. Brandon, what did Batman say to Robin before they got in the car?
I
A
don't know.
racial slur.
Get in the car.
That's a funny one, Chris.
That's how you do it.
That's a good joke.
Adrian Cooper could never. He could never.
Yeah, Adrian, you suck at this game.
He does.
I'm gonna reiterate
Adrian
again one
Cooper
more
sucks.
time.
Hey, I got one for you. I got one.
Oh wait, let's talk about Denny's Hamlin's tire almost beating him off pit road.
care.
No,
Why?
dude,
The joke
dude,
segment.
Oh,
That's
no,
the
I think
Dover.
that's funny.
Adrian,
Talk about
Adrian,
that.
Dover was talking about Dover was like so 15 minutes ago. Like we're not.
This is
Wow.
the joke segment
That's
of
over
the show
with.
where
We're
we
on the.
tell
We're
jokes.
now. We have lost. We have this low in the content department that we were just telling jokes.
Yeah.
All right, I got one.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
The mailman.
The mailman who?
The guy who delivers your mail.
Ah, okay.
All
right.
All right.
You
I'll
got
give it,
me.
Adrian. That was pretty good. That's a pretty good one.
Hey. Yeah, I got one for you.
Oh, Vito's got one.
You call this segment
What?
dead air.
Man, I feel like I'm sitting up here now. I'm stupid. Because, I mean, like, I don't have any jokes for y'all, man. Like, I got a lot of jokes. The only jokes I have, though, I got a lot of jokes about unemployed people, but, like, none of them work.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to sit here instead.
What I think we should do?
What?
What?
I think we should go back in time and kill Hitler.
Hitler's dead.
Oh, I didn't even know he was sick.
This is a NASCAR show.
Is that
I think, we
it?
should
By the
go
way,
back
I'm
in,
done?
I think we should go back in time and kill Gilbert Gottfried.
No.
I
can't do
mean,
that.
we all remember when Hitler flipped in the 1945 Daytona 500, causing him
You're done.
to have A ruptured
I think we're
kidney.
done.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Is this show over?
I think we're done.
Welcome to
We-
Spin
we're
Tunnel
done
after
there.
the show. We're just gonna keep going.
Up, fuck. We gotta fill 5 minutes, and we meet the 40-minute mark.
Yeah,
5 minutes.
we're shooting for 40, everyone.
Let's shoot
Next
for
week.
40.
Let's shoot for 40.
Let's shoot for 40.
Let's give them a teaser to next week. We got Throwback Weekend. We're gonna throw it back to when
You're gonna what?
members of Spin. We're gonna throw it to when the members of
We-
Spin Tunnel had.
I am
father
not a part
figures
of
in their
this
lives.
game.
We.
Adrian says this. We trying to slide his interests under the.
No, we're gonna throw back to when Brandon had a father figure in his life.
What?
Adrian likes butt stuff with dudes.
Yeah, no, you can't. You
No.
can't make your crappy joke on top of this. It has been documented on the masses of the internet.
Wow.
Has
How will this negatively affect my digital footprint? How will this affect LeBron's legacy?
How will this affect LeBron's legacy?
This will negatively affect the trout population.
What will it do to the trout population, Chris? I think Adrian wants to go fishing to figure out how the trout population is doing.
No.
He likes to fish.
Only sometimes, and only with women.
It's not
Sure about that one?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Adrian loves big, hot, sweaty men.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he does.
This is probably the
Hey.
worst spin tunnel we've ever done.
This is the best one. What the fuck are you talking about?
Listen, man, we don't got shit. All right.
No, we really don't. We have nothing to talk about.
I'm over here stroking my.
Oh, what? I'm a freak, man.
Oh,
Cool, kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantic.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last 4 minutes of Spin Tunnel, where we just make noises.
Yeah.
Let's go, everybody.
Everybody.
Make a noise.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
what's your favorite animal and why is it an ant?
Ants are cool. They're strong. They lift a lot.
No, they don't.
You got cool
They're just
shells.
like me. I'm strong. I lift a lot too.
You have a cool shell?
No.
No. Well, you're not an ant then. I'm sorry to tell you.
Damn it. I always wanted to be an ant.
Yeah.
I
Sorry,
wanna
man.
be-
You can work.
I want to be like that crab. Actually, I don't want to be like that crab. That video we watched, that crab there, that crab was getting his ass beat.
He was getting his ass, man.
Yeah, we watched
He
the
got beat
video.
up by the
Shit
booby.
kicked in.
He got beat by a.
His
He got
fucking
beat by the
own arm
boobies.
off.
The booby bird absolutely annihilated the
Yeah.
crab. And then he had to cut his arm off.
Like a bitch.
That was like insult
war
to injury.
hero.
They didn't have to make him do all that. Come on, guys. 2 more minutes. We're almost there.
2 more minutes. Oh, man.
1999,
count.
I killed a man.
Awesome.
Just to watch him die?
No.
I was a highwayman.
Blood.
Do you guys know Adam Sandler likes the song Gangnam Style?
He does like the
Doesn't.
song Gangnam Style.
John Cena enjoys that song, but not Adam Sandler.
Who's winning in a fight? I gotta ask y'all a question. Who's winning in a fight? Who you taking?
Hmm.
John Cena or The Walk?
Think the walk.
You think The
Me.
John
Walk?
Cena.
He'd get him with the walk
Or The
bottom?
Walk.
I think John
no,
Cena
I got it.
wins.
I got a question for you. I got
The
a better
chili
question.
sauce.
Yeah, I got a much
What?
better question. Is he fries or is he paper cup? Personally,
Frylock is the container. The fries are his
the
limbs.
container. Oh, I think he's just the container, and he chooses to have fries.
No, he doesn't choose to have fries.
He is both.
He is a container of
No.
French fries.
Oh, he's a container.
He uses
that
his
likes
fries
French
as arms, Vito.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't have. But if he had like a hash brown or something,
How come
he'd use the hash
Frylock
brown.
doesn't have fucking arms or limbs? He doesn't have hands, right? But Master Shake, who is a cup, by the way. how does he have hands? Where did the hands come from? And how does he even use them? Like, have you seen the build of Frylock, or not Frylock, of Master Shake? Okay, he's a cup. He's like a normal cylindrical cup, and he has no arms, but he does have hands on the side of his cup body. How does he pick anything up?
I told
you can't pick anything up in the life of a cup. This must be a sad way to live. Just be like Meatwad. Roll around.
Yeah.
Turn into an igloo or a hot dog. That's all he can do.
Meatwad's cool.
You know what's a funny thing about that show too? That I never really noticed until somebody pointed out to me. Anytime they drop something on the ground, it explodes. Like anytime they put something down, it's like an explosion. I don't know if you're
40 minutes. 40.
Oh, 40 minutes. All right, everybody. Hey, we're Spin Tunnel. You're not. Bye.